But so if you're anything like me, you probably used to watch a show called Dragon Ball Super. You know the show where the guy called Goku went Ultra Instinct? Yeah, that one. I used to watch that before my self-improvement journey really started. I really loved the show and I really enjoyed it. It also gave me a big question, which I answered later on in my self-improvement journey. And that is, can we go Ultra Instinct? You know, I think everyone had this question. When Goku went Ultra Instinct, flow state, everyone had this question. I actually watched videos about it, that people can go Ultra Instinct. I never really knew if I could do it myself. I thought I did it, but I didn't. And when I thought I didn't, I did. Let me explain. Ultra Instinct, flow state, is something we as humans can actually achieve. But it's a little bit different than in the anime, of course. Like in the anime, you get superhuman speed, you get this immense strength, you get this immense boost of fighting capability, which the fighting capability might actually be a little bit true, but the other things, yeah, no. We aren't getting you superhuman speed, sorry boys. But we can actually achieve this flow state. How? Well, it's a little bit different. We can kind of force it into it, but we can't just achieve it with a click of the finger. I wish we could, but we can't. We can force it though, with something called deep work. Deep work allows us to do this, and not only allows us to do this, but actually gets us to do way more in 45 minutes to 2 hours than most people do in a week. Yeah, fucking mind-blowing, right? So we're gonna get into the video now, how to do deep work, and the ratios for that will allow you to go into this Ultra Instinct and achieve it and master it. So, how to prepare for deep work? The preparations are more important than the actual deep work itself. So, how I prepare deep work is basically when I wake up. It starts the day before. I put on 2 main tasks. Most of the time, making a video and mailing for my SMMA. You make the list of what you need to do. You make a second list of the subtasks. The subtasks are less important than the main task. Let's say you don't have a lot of time on the day, but you need to do that important task. Do that important task. Fuck those subtasks. That's why you make those 2 important tasks. Those 2 important tasks have to always be done. The subtasks, if you feel them, next day. Important tasks need to be done. How? With deep work. So deep work is basically what I do. I put on a timer of 45 minutes. I turn off my phone, put it on silent, or put it on airplane mode. Most of the time. I put a timer on it of 45 minutes to 2 hours. For me, preferably 45 minutes is the best outcome for me. I get the most focus out of that, which is also a proven thing. You can watch it on RafaelBergmans podcast and a lot of other studies that have been done. 45 minutes, you have most focus in that time. First 10 minutes, you won't feel focused, and the last 10 minutes, you won't feel focused. About the 30 minutes that you have remaining, those are your deep work. You get way more done. So why does this force a flow state? Because you put a timer on. What is really important, from what I get in your head, literally put on time frames on when you have to get a test done. Remember when you were on school and you had to get a test done, you had a little time, you actually got it done right instead of like procrastinating for 3 weeks. I know you did that. I did that as well at the last moment and I actually got it done. That's the same trick you can put on your mind by doing this. It will put you in flow state, and in flow state you're able to actually complete those tasks. So what is also really important with the deep work, put it in blocks. So what I do, I make a school block for myself, because if you don't and you basically put deep work all of the time, you're not gonna get into the flow state and you're not gonna get the tasks. You need 15 minutes break. So what do I do in these breaks? Either I eat, I play a little bit of chess, I meditate, I do a lot of breathing. Those are all things that you should do in those 15 minutes. Like something else, not something that you need to be ultra focused. Because in the next block you're gonna be ultra focused again because you have focus. This is really important, the breaks. That's why breaks are super important. They need to refuel your focus. So what really helps with this, and these are a lot of tips of mine that helps you get into this flow state, into this deep work and actually get the most benefits out of it. Start having a good night's sleep. This one is really important. A good cold shower prior to your first deep work shift will be amazing. It will boost everything. It will boost your dopamine, boost your focus, and boost your work ethic. Your flow state will be 100 times better that way. Believe me, trust me on this one. Drink enough water. Water is super important for mental clarity. Don't drink water straight out of the tap. What I do right now is I drink water, either filtered water or water that I know is really good for me. I don't drink out of the tap. Don't do it because it will give you brain fog in most places. A good gut health. This means eating the correct things so you don't get brain fog. So don't eat those fast food. Don't eat the seed oils. Eat the good correct things and you will be able to do deep work way more effectively. Get into the flow state way more effectively. And one of my favorites, get a little bit of caffeine. If you don't drink caffeine, don't worry, you don't need it. It's just an extra handy tip. And one of the most important ones, turn off all notifications or put your phone on airplane mode. Believe me, once you do this, you will not be distracted. And when you put on off all the distraction, that's the only way you will go into that flow state, stay in that flow state, and get the work done. So you're probably wondering, Ultra Instinct, isn't that for fighting as well? Well, yes, but you can't get into flow state a lot. Well, out of my experience, I couldn't get into flow state a lot when I was doing martial arts. I do that way more now. I'm way more in the flow state right now. How? Because I practice. By practicing this flow state, when you're working in your deep work schedules, actually getting the work done and doing the work that you need to do on a day, and you're doing that in the flow state, you're able to go into flow state way faster, and you're able to get into the flow state way more, which means you're basically ultra instincting when you're fighting, when you're practicing on fighting. It helps in the gym, it boosts performance in the gym, which means you get more muscle growth. This flow state, this deep work, is very important, and I think it has more benefits than only on the work that you do, but also on your life. It has a positive benefit. But one thing that you need to counteract the flow state on is in your social environment or when you need to think. This is why meditation will make you able to use the flow state when needed, but also use the thinking, being present when you need it. This one is really important, so start meditating as well when you do this, because otherwise you will only be in flow state, which means you can't really get new things done. You need to be able to think as well. So meditation is to think and make a plan. Flow state is to execute on a plan and do it quick. Because business is quick, life is quick. Once you're able to go into this flow state, life will go faster, you will get to your goals way faster, and that's what we all want, right? I think we all want that. So basically what this means, you can be present and you can go into the flow state when you want if you practice the correct thing, which means you will become way better in life. So I'm just a small conventional YouTuber who helps people go from the worst in life to the best in life. So if you also want to become your best self, subscribe, put on the like and put on the bell notification. It will be a win-win for both. And if you add it anyway, put on a comment. It will be really nice. And I'll see you later.